Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy, and back by popular demand is Cal.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
No, I'm doing all right. Still fighting, with the cold, at least when we recorded this.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be done soon. But yeah, we had good response on the pineapple cocktails that we did. So now we're going to do another episode, but we're doing a different fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Or different fruits, I should say. So we've got a number that have berries and one that has cherry because it's kind of sort of like a berry.
We lumped it.
Yeah, it's close enough.
There's seeds and all.
There you go. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess last time we were together, we were talking a little bit about, that you're in Missouri. You had finished your college basketball career.
Yeah.
And all that. So I guess, you look back on it. I mean, it was quite an experience.
Yes, it was crazy, the places I've been.
I can remember when one of your goals was you always wanted to meet Kim Mulkey, Hall of Fame coach. You wanted to, Lindsey Whalen. And your freshman year, you played against their teams they coached.
You're right. I got the opportunity to go down to LSU. We were supposed to play in Tulane, but our tournament got canceled because I was still during the COVID era. So both the teams, the men's and women's team at Tulane had gotten COVID and they had to cancel their tournament. So we ended up being lucky enough to go down to Baton Rouge and play against Kim Mulkey and LSU Tigers. That was a really, really cool experience.
And that was your first game in your college career that you had 10 rebounds.
You're right, I did.
Pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, it's you think about it, just the different places that you have went.
Yeah, very cool. Play at the barn in Minnesota, too.
Yeah.
Play against Minnesota Golfers when Lindsey Whalen was still their coach.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. You think about it, And, and it's one of those things that it's funny because I always kind of joked with you about, you need to be a coach and things like that. And I think your first coach in college said the same thing, that she could see you being a coach.
Yeah.
And you were always, I don't know. And now, last time we had talked, you're like, that's maybe not a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
See what happens.
Feet under me a little bit more with my job.
There you go. Well, hey, we might as well break into one of these and then we'll kind of find out maybe some of the stuff you've seen in Missouri, since you've been down there. So what do we got first?
This first one, we got a Vizzy hard seltzer. It says hint of black cherry lime.
Vizzy, you said?
Vizzy, V-I-Z-Z-Y.
All right. What does the ABV, does it say?
It says 5% alcohol at volume.
Okay. And I wish the cans gave a little bit. It was a little easier to read on some of them to see where they're made, but.
Yeah, this one it is saying Molson Coors Beverage Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay. Does it have the, hey, you better shake this before you open it?
There's not, what does this one say? It says beer, gluten-free.
Oh, gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Noel,
Friends.
if you're listening, Noel, Vizzy is gluten-free.
I don't think you need to shake it. I'm going to do it anyway.
I was going to say, it never hurts. Better safe than sorry.
With antioxidant vitamin C from a fruit I can't pronounce. Something super fruit.
Okay.
Acerola.
Oh, I was thinking it was that.
Oh, not the acai or acacia or however.
That
no,
one.
this one's Acerola.
Oh.
I've never heard of that.
All right, well. Sounds like once again, very clear.
Yeah. A little bit of a, maybe you can see the bubbles for sure.
Yeah.
Very Alka-Seltzer-ish.
Yeah. Reminiscent. Again, my sniffer's not working the greatest, but.
I can smell cherry. It tastes like a black cherry, like when you get those waters from Walmart, the just seltzer water.
Yeah. I almost get a seltzer water flavor to it as well. Which some of the other ones I think that we had before, that was kind of covered up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This one is a little bit more, it's not the predominant flavor, but it's definitely there.
Yeah, for sure. I don't get because I've had some Vizzies in the past. This has been a long time ago now. But I don't get a funky anything because I used to not be a huge fan of them because I thought they had a weird taste in there. And maybe it was just the seltzer water kind of taste. And now that I've grown up a little bit, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Like I said, it's I think it's different definitely than the ones we had last time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's kind of its own. Now, granted, it's not pineapple, but you know what I'm saying? Just
it's not very sweet.
There you
in my
go.
opinion.
Yeah.
The other ones we had last week were more on the sweet end. Other than that, good boy. But this one is more like if you got a vodka seltzer or something something like that.
Like I said, I definitely get that flavor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, there is a black cherry flavor to it, but I almost get more of that seltzer water type flavor.
They weren't kidding when they said hint of black cherry lime.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of crazy. All right. Well, so you know the scoring and such, 0 to 5 by 1/10 of a point. What are your thoughts on the Vizzy Black Cherry? What was it? Black Cherry Lime. I don't know if I got lime. Did you?
Not really.
Now that you mention it, you know.
Not at all. Like if you're reaching for it, maybe you could kind of say like, oh, maybe a little bit, but that was more black cherry I was tasting.
Okay.
I think I'm going to give it a 2.2. It wasn't bad, but I definitely don't think it was average for me.
Right.
Like I've said in the past, I like a sweeter drink. And this one was just, it kind of made my stomach hurt.
Okay.
And I think it's more from it was so carbonated that I don't know if I could drink a whole lot of these.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree with you. I was going to go like a 2.1 because to me, that seltzer water type flavor was more pronounced than all the other ones that we had tried.
And if you're a person who likes vodka, club soda, that kind of drink, then you would probably like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those people.
You're not on that.
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe if they squeezed a little bit more lime in there, I'd be okay. But
okay.
With how it was, not so much.
All right. Well, hey, I guess that's one way to start the show here. So, getting back to Missouri a little bit, what are some cool things that what is one cool thing that you've been up to down there? What have you?
Well, something that I was really fortunate to be able to take part of was I went to the Lake of the Ozarks shootout back in August, and that is a boat race on Lake of the Ozarks. It's all these boats that they time them going down the water. And
so is it like a drag race type?
Kind of, but there's only one boat at a time.
Oh, okay.
Because I, in my head, was envisioning like 2 boats going at once, whoever wins moves on kind of thing. And now that I think about it, it's probably smart that they don't do that since that's probably not very safe with how fast some of these boats go. But we were in a friend of mine's, her dad, he has a cabin down there. So we stayed down there and we were in his pontoon. And it's just a line that goes for like probably a mile almost. It's a ton of boats. There's a picture of it where you had to circle us, and the circle's about very big, maybe the size of a dime, not even. But you just line up, you all hook up to each other, and you sit there and you watch them. This year was in a new spot, so it was pretty cool to see all of it. You get to see all the crazy mansions on Lake of the Ozarks. Like, there's a lot of money down there.
Yeah, I'm saying Lake of the Ozarks is a massive.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So Ron had told us that the original spot wasn't too far away. It was like less than an hour, but we left at like 5 a.m. and it took us over an hour to get to the spot where we were hooking up to other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was crazy, but it was so much fun.
And there was a lot of people competing.
Yeah, there was a ton of people. There were people in pontoons running.
Oh, really?
There's people in like the jet boats, the speed boats.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see. And they had actually just come out with a documentary that same weekend about a boat that they do that. And I believe the guy is from Lake of the Ozarks, but they were in a different boat race, I believe in either Arizona or Oklahoma area. And they got into a crash where their boat actually went airborne.
Oh, okay.
So they came out with a documentary talking about it and everything that happened with the boat and everything. So it was kind of crazy to see because the person we were staying with, he had known them.
Really?
He's friends with them, yeah. So it was crazy just to watch that and to see the actual boats racing too.
Have you seen the documentary? Or
yes, we watched it when we were there, when we got back from the boat race.
Do you remember the name of the documentary or is it like on Netflix or anything like that? Or?
I believe it was either like YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's Freedom One Racing is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
And it went viral, the video of it did. And it was a boat that went airborne when it was going 200 miles an hour.
Okay.
So it was going so fast. So it was during the Desert Storm shootout at Lake Havasu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it shows their team, the Freedom One Riding team, and just them getting ready for the race and then when it happened and everything. It was crazy.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. So that was on YouTube, you said. So yeah, so Freedom One Racing.
Yeah, there's a video of it.
Okay, well, we'll check that out, and ladies and gentlemen, take a look at it, because I can only imagine, and I'm pretty sure I know what kind of boat you're talking about now, because I've seen other videos where something like that happens, where it flips and catches air and flips
up. When you watch the video, it looks like it's fake. Like I would have thought it was made up if there weren't people telling me like, "Hey, this is."
Did they survive?
Real. Yes.
Okay.
They had minor injuries, I believe. One of the guys broke a finger or something.
Oh, that's pretty minimal.
But they were both fine. They got him out. Maybe they broke their wrist, but it wasn't any life-threatening injuries, thank God.
Okay. Well, hey, let's go to this next. Now, this next one is this, because I've tasted White Claw before.
Yes.
Now, is this? I'm guessing it's the same company, but I don't know what is it called? Claw.
These are White Claw Clawtails, so it's a premium malt beverage. This is a Blackberry Mojito flavor, 7% alcohol by volume. So these are a little higher, but these are still from White Claw. It's just their take on a canned cocktail rather than a canned seltzer.
All right. Well, it's so 7%. So that's a little higher than than the other ones that we've tried. So why don't we crack into her and see if it tastes like a do we need to shake it?
Maybe I'll do it a couple times.
I should say tip it up and down, not
tip
shake it.
Before you sip, wasn't that what one of them said?
Yeah, I think that's what
Flip
that one.
Before you sip it?
Something like that, yeah.
All right, this one's got a pretty pink tab for all our friends who collect the tabs.
Oh my gosh, it's pink.
Oh my God. He's not joking, it's pink. I don't know if I quite get like a mint smell. Because I think Mojito.
I'm not picking up, yeah.
That fresh mint smell is what I hope for in a canned cocktail. I don't see that happening.
I don't pick that up at all. I get the berry.
Oh, yeah.
I get is it blackberry, you said?
Yep, blackberry.
I get the blackberry.
I get almost like you're at the dentist and they ask what type of toothpaste you want. And like when you're younger, they have like blackberry, strawberry, like they fruity ones.
Just to let you know, well, you have been to the same dentist I have. Every time I go for my normal checkup, she asks me the same thing. Yeah. Would you like chocolate? Would you like root beer? Yeah. I'm like, just surprise me.
That's what is like the little minty background is what's kind of giving me is like a fruity, minty toothpaste.
Boy, that the blackberry really stands out to me. That's the big flavor.
Yeah.
Interesting. And it is pink.
It is very pink.
or kind of blackberry juice-ish color. I don't mind it, but I do think that could be heartburn in a can for me.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one.
To me, it almost has not a weight.
Yeah.
You drink it and it's kind of like that.
It just kind of sits at your chest.
Yeah,
It's reminding me of something I drank when I was in college that I should have drank.
Oh, okay. We'll leave it at that, yeah.
Something else that was pink.
I have a pretty good idea. So, yeah, score-wise for me on this one, I'm gonna go at 2.2, just above that first one, because I do get the flavor. I get the blackberry stands out, but I do think it would be heartburn for me.
Yeah.
And I try to steer clear of that. So
yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 2.1. I'm putting this under the Vizzy actually.
Okay.
Just because I think I could drink more of that Vizzy than I could this one. This one is really it's kind of making my mouth water, like when you pucker up, like
sure,
tart kind of, and just I can taste that they're trying to get that mint flavor in the Mojito, but it's not a good mint flavor in my opinion. Which I can't imagine that would be an easy thing to get in a canned cocktail anyway. Just because mint is such a tough flavor to get, where it tastes fresh. But yeah, this one kind of missed the mark for me.
So I don't know if you know this information, but so the what is it called? Clawtails? Is that like a different series, so to speak, or a different, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, they have like variety packs where it's the Clawtails pack.
Okay.
It's kind of just a off branch of White Claws, because they have White Claws, they have the White Claw surges that are higher alcohol. They have these Clawtails that are supposed to be more of the canned cocktails rather than just a seltzer like the
Oh,
Vizzy
okay.
or stuff like that.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes more sense now, as otherwise I was like, I'm not exactly sure what.
I will say that these ones are malt beverages still, so they're not like made with vodka or made with like some of these other canned cocktails. So it says not a seltzer, not a cocktail. It's a Clawtail. So they must be trying to mix it with a White Claw or something just to have their own.
Right. Yep. That could very well be.
Thing.
So, all right. So let's see. So you told us about the boat race.
Yeah.
What else? What other things have you done or seen in Missouri that?
I have actually been to another place down by Lake of the Ozarks, and it's Ozark Amphitheater, which is a concert venue.
Okay.
There. It's an outdoor venue. It's really cool, actually. I got the opportunity to go with one of my roommates when I first moved down to Missouri, and we saw Clawtails and Trio Revival. We got to see them play there, and it was a very good show. And it's a really big coincidence. It's kind of funny. I went with my roommate who I just met, and I didn't really know anyone down there yet. And I have a very good friend of mine now who's actually come to Wisconsin with me a few times for Ruby. Yeah. And then my boyfriend, Spencer, they were both at that concert as well, and none of us had met each other yet.
Oh, okay.
So when I met them, finally we got to talking, and I was like, oh, yeah, I got to go see him in August or whatever. And they're like, oh, my gosh. No way, we were there too. Like, it was just so crazy that we didn't cross paths still later, but all of us were there.
So amphitheater, it was an outdoor concert. Okay. So that was in what
Camdenton is the name of the town, yes. It's by Lake of the Ozarks. So one of my friends, the one whose cabin or house we stayed at Lake of the Ozarks, her house is maybe half an hour, not even. I think she said more like 15 minutes from the venue.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of cool.
Gotcha. Well, neat. All right. Well, hey, let's break into the next. So we should have said from the get-go, how many of these do we got?
We have 6.
6 of them. Okay.
So we're about to be halfway.
Almost halfway. So what do we got next?
Now we have a Blackberry Lemonade Nutral. So this is a vodka seltzer, it says.
Okay.
And this one is 4.5% alcohol. It says vodka with real fruit juice, sparkling water, and natural flavors. And these ones are from St. Louis, Missouri, Anheuser-Busch.
Okay. And Nutral is the brand.
Yes, Nutral. And you with the little, what are they called?
Nuts, yeah.
And TRL.
Okay.
I have.
This one is also kind of pink. It's a little lighter pink than the last one.
The last one was like dancing with purple a little bit.
And what was the berries? Blackberry. Okay. I can smell that.
Oh, yeah. That smells like fresh blueberries, in my opinion. Like if you're eating them.
Right.
Or if you're having like a blackberry cobbler or something like that.
Interesting. This one's almost got a faint tartness to it.
It does.
Doesn't it? I mean, it's not a real strong tartness, but it's got that little bit of just a slight pucker on your lips, so to speak.
And it is mixed with lemonade. So maybe it's the lemon coming through for that tart, but it does, like, you can taste the blackberry. Yeah. But it does have that little, like, ooh. I was going to say the sour. The aroma was more of the blackberry, but that initial taste, I was like, whoa, because I wasn't expecting that tartness there. And like you said, it could be very well from the lemonade. Yeah, it surprises you. Interesting. Yeah, and color-wise, this is a lighter pink, but it's still pink. Oh, yeah. You know? You can't get that one confused. Yeah, that's interesting. It's definitely not, I'm trying to think, where would I put it? I don't even know what to compare it to. Right. Like. That's interesting. I mean, very interesting. For me, the jury is kind of still out on my thoughts on it. Yeah. Because it's different. I don't know what to really say about it. It's hard to compare it to something. For a score, I would give it a 2.3, I think. Okay. It's not quite up to average yet just because it does have such a tart. Right. Where that would be a lot for me if I had a lot of them, I think. Yeah. Because I like neutrals. I like the regular flavors, those that aren't lemonade. This is my first time trying the lemonade ones, so I don't really know. See what happens. Yeah. I don't really know what to say about it. So you went 2.3. 3. Okay. Yeah, for me, I do agree with you. I'm going to go at 2.4. Yeah. I'll go at 2. Just below average. I don't mind the tartness. I guess after, when you point out it could be the lemonade, all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay, yeah. If it had just been blackberry and had that flavor, I'd have been like, that's going to be lower, it made a little more sense, but it is definitely different than the first one, the first blackberry. Yeah. So not bad, but I just, again, I think
one and done for me on that. Would have been, one can, and I'd probably move on to something different. Let's see. Well, I know you and I and your mom and your boyfriend, we actually had went to St. Louis.
Yeah.
And we got to see the St. Louis Arch.
That was very cool.
So that was kind of cool. Kind of a cold day, but
it was crazy. It was super nice the whole time. Then they decided to come down for the coldest weekend we've had in Missouri in a long time.
Yeah, and it was funny because we had asked Spencer about that and said, "Is it always this cold?" He's like, "No, just this weekend." You know, so I was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, that was really cool though, because you always saw on TV, you see the arch, and remember you and I used to watch on Sci-Fi Channel. We used to watch Defiance.
And I had the arch, and
that, of course, it was partly falling down, but it was like a futuristic kind of thing, and that was one of the big symbols in there was still the arch. So that was really kind of a neat thing. We took a picture with that in the background, so that was pretty neat. I'm trying to think of what else. I know back when I was a little younger, when I was in such, my family and I, they'd go every couple of years, we'd go down to Branson, Missouri for a vacation during the summer, and that was always it was fun,
I got to go to Branson with Grandma Joyce as well when I was younger on a bus trip.
Oh, sure.
So that was fun.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do, and of course there's other, I'm sure there's still stuff that you'll end up seeing that.
I haven't been fortunate enough to go to Branson yet as an adult and see some of the other side of it.
I'll just let you know it's a tourist trap.
Yeah, that's what I've been told by everyone in Missouri.
It's probably similar to the Dells in some aspects. Yes. So, all right, what's the, since we're over, now we're going to be over halfway. What's the next one that we got?
Now we're jumping back to our Fresca mixed drinks. And this is a mixed berry citrus Fresca mix. So that's still the 5%.
Okay. Does it say what berries?
No, I don't believe this one does. I could probably look at the ingredients if it has them. Oh, it doesn't even have the ingredients on it.
Okay.
Just the government warning.
All right. Well, what color do you think it's going to be?
Ooh, I think this one's going to be cloudy. I don't know if it's going to have a color.
Okay.
I think it's just going to be cloudy.
Yep, you're right. It was just, I was thinking maybe it was going to be
like tinge pink.
A tinge of something.
Yeah, no, this one's just cloudy still.
I'm not really, like I said, with my cold still going on, I'm just not picking up a lot of aromas.
It almost smells like cherry to me. I don't know why. But I took a big whiff and I was like,
I may not be able to smell the aroma, but I can taste that. That's definitely got a berry.
That does.
And I do get like that cherry. I get some of that.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me, one of my coworkers has these little mixed berry drink packs that she drinks with her lunch every day. And she'd give us them sometimes.
Okay.
Because they're like an energy.
Oh, sure.
Something. And
kind of like that.
It reminds me of that.
Neo or
Neo,
yeah.
Yeah, hers are just like the flavor packets. And this kind of reminds me of that mixed berry. Because that's her favorite flavor of everything. So we always have mixed berry stuff.
This one is definitely sweeter than the other one so far.
And it's not as tart.
No. This is sweet.
It's sweet, but it's not tart like that last Blackberry lemonade one.
Right. Yep, you are correct on that. This would be another one of those really cold. I could do a couple of them, I think. I don't know if I'd want to do too many because I think it might be a sweetness overload eventually.
Yeah. Maybe it's because we had one that was so tart. I'm not feeling like I would do as much heartburn with this one, but I'm sure I could be proved wrong.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know if I'd get heartburn, but I just think after one, if I open another one, I might get kind of like, I need some other flavor,
I completely understand that. That's what I like about these variety packs is you can mix it up where it's still the same drink. So it's not like you're mixing all different sorts of stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, it's not just one flavor you're having to drink the whole time.
Score-wise on this one, I think I'm going to go like a 2.6 on it. I actually do like it. The sweetness, the berry, I definitely, like I said, I can taste. And I wish I could have a little more accurate where I could say, I can pick it like this and this and this. But I definitely get that kind of cherry type flavor as well. But the sweetness is getting on the verge of maybe a little bit much.
Yeah.
But I could definitely drink one of them.
I'm going to give it a 2.7. So I'm going to go a little above average too, just kind of like you were saying. This is by far my favorite so far that we've had today for that we've had so far.
Yep.
I've counted myself. But I do like this one the best so far. It could, like you said, give you sweetness overload, but I do think it's definitely above average for the canned cocktails we tried.
Yeah, it is interesting. So let's see. What else?
Well, I did get to do some kind of fun not this last weekend, but the weekend before. I got to go to Kansas City with my boyfriend and some friends, and we got to see Rodney Carrington at the Ameristar Casino in Kansas City.
Sure.
So that was really cool. I didn't really know much about him going into it, but while we were up there, Spencer's grandparents met us up there because they like to gamble a little bit.
Sure.
And his grandpa was like, be ready to hear words you've never heard before. I was like, okay. And I didn't really know what to expect, but Doug was right.
Did they go to the concert or did they?
No.
They just gambled?
Yep, they just gambled while we were at the show. And then we met with them after too. But they like to go to the casino quite a bit. So they gave us a little tour about where all the tables were because one of our friends is a blackjack player. He likes blackjack.
So you're saying they were regulars?
Oh, yeah. It was so funny. Janie, his grandma, was joking how, we probably could have got you like a discounted room if you would have asked us. We're like, oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's actually, Rodney Carrington's actually been in lacrosse before.
Yeah.
We didn't go, but I know I've heard a number of his things. I've seen movies he's been in and such, and he's a pretty funny guy.
He was funny, and it was kind of cool because Spencer's parents had seen him quite a few years ago in Columbia, Missouri. So they were asking us, oh, did he do this? Did he do this? So it was kind of fun getting to talk to them and compare how it was when they saw him and when we saw him.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And the casino wasn't as fun. I lost my $40. It was fun for about 10 minutes when I was up $10 and then I lost it all.
Oh, yeah.
Lost my $40 and I walked.
You gambled the family fortune and lost your $10.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know all about that. It's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty wild. So yeah, they've got quite a. Now, of course, from where you're at, you got to travel a little ways, to see. But there's so many. It's just like anywhere that there's a lot to do in every state. And I always try to encourage people to get out and look at things. Go check out stuff.
Yeah, just go see it.
Go see things. Like I said, the St. Louis Arch. I mean, where else are you going to see that? You know what I mean? It's
not just saving pictures, I'll tell you that.
Right. And, it's like your mom and I, a number of years ago, went out to South Dakota and we got to see Mount Rushmore and such. And it's just, a lot of that stuff is it's basically awe-inspiring that, that you can go and see this stuff. It's really cool. So I always do that. And, of course, you might as well look and see if there's a craft brewery close by because, you got to do stuff like that.
It was funny. I will share a little bit of this with you too. While we were up there, Spencer and his friend went to the gas station to get some beer while we were just sitting in the hotel, and they saw that Quick Trip, not with a K, with a Q, unfortunately, but they went to a Quick Trip and they had their own branded beer there. It was their own type. I can't remember the name of it, if it was Break Time or just some sort of beer that was their beer they're producing. So then they bought one of those to try it because they were like, well, why not? They found a tall boy of it, solo of it, and they brought it back, and it was so funny. They're like, you need to try this. You're giving it to me. I was like, okay. So I tried it. It was pretty good. But it was kind of like, have you ever had a garage beer?
Oh, yeah.
By the Clawtails Brothers. It was kind of like one of those.
Because, garage beer. They got garage beer lime.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, the Quick Trip with a K up in this area, they had, a couple of years ago, they had their own beer. Well, Carbon 4 Brewing in Wisconsin, kind of over by the Madison area, they were actually making it for them.
Yeah.
Madison or Milwaukee, one of the two, I apologize. But they made a couple different beers for them. The IPA was pretty good. They had a Glazer, some, kind of, it wouldn't have been my first choice, but I had to try it because, you got to. So.
And it was funny. We were trying to look up all of the gas stations that have like their own brands of beer. And I can't remember if it was Circle K or there was another gas station that they had a brand of, they were called house beers. So then they all kept joking the whole time that they need to get a beer for every room in their house. And they can only drink garage beers in the garage. They can only drink house beers in the house.
Oh, see, there you go. Crazy. All right. Well, hey, we got 2 to go. So what's the next one?
Our next one is another Nutral, but it's strawberry lemonade instead of blackberry.
Okay. So is this the first one we've had with strawberry?
Yes. All the other ones have been either cherry or blackberry. Maybe the mixed berry.
Right.
Had some strawberry, but it didn't really list.
Yeah, that's still clear, isn't it? Or that
cloudy. Maybe a little lemony.
I was going to say, some of these I'm expecting to see like a tinge of strawberry color.
I can never tell if I'm just making up that it looks yellow.
Right. Right. As I say, I guess if I had, better lighting going.
Mm-hmm. I do get a flashlight.
I do get kind of a strawberry aroma a little bit. At least I think that's what it is.
It's reminded me of, they used to make little dolls that were strawberry shortcake and they were scented strawberry, and that's what it's reminded me of right now.
Boy, do you get much strawberry?
No, this kind of just tastes like a lemonade to me.
Okay, good. It's not just me then, because I was like, I don't really get much on the strawberry side.
It definitely smells like strawberry, I think. Like, I hate to say it, but that kind of like artificial strawberry smell.
That's what I've always described it like let's say you're doing some sort of a cider, let's say, and or not even that. A better one would probably be like watermelon.
Yep.
And you get that Jolly Rancher watermelon, where you can tell it's. And I apologize, Jolly Rancher. I don't mean it, but I always look at it like it's that sugar, like a fake watermelon
and
flavor.
It's hard to get an authentic watermelon taste. Like, that's a fruit that it really doesn't have. Like, it has a sweet, but if you really think about it, if you close your eyes and tried it, it just tastes like, it's basically hummingbird food is what I describe it as. It tastes like sugar water. Yeah. So it's hard to get that authentic watermelon taste in a drink. And when you think about watermelon flavoring, you think about Jolly Rancher.
Right. Well, like I said, I brought up the watermelon just to kind of tie it into this, where I'm not getting that strawberry. And if it is, it's not really
For me, it reminds me of, have you ever had the Sour Patch Kids strawberries?
Oh, sure.
That's what it's reminded me of, where it's kind of that fakey, like, tastes like you're explaining, but it's sour too because of the lemonade.
Right.
That's what that's reminding me of.
And I, again, get that citrusy feel, you know what I mean? Where you get a little bit of an acidic burn to it.
I will say I do like this one more than the Blackberry, I think, though. I think the Blackberry really put that tartness over the top.
Right. Yeah, this one's not as tart as that one.
But then again, it just tastes like lemonade in my opinion. It doesn't taste like a strawberry.
What do you think on score?
I'm going to give this a 2.4. I'm going to put it right below average. It wasn't bad by any means, but it doesn't taste like strawberry, and it says it's strawberry lemonade.
Yep, I agree with you. I'm going to do a 2.3. Did I have that available?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do a 2.3 for the same reasons. I picked up more lemonade flavor than strawberry.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, my cold is still messing with my aroma sensing and some of my taste buds apparently. But the lemonade, I totally could get that. And then, like I said, that I was expecting more strawberry, and it wasn't there. So, well, crazy. So we've got one beer to go. Well, one canned cocktail to go. I apologize. I'm trying to think. So we're getting pretty close here to getting into camping season.
Yes, we are.
So we'll be heading up north to see BK and Callahan Lake Resort.
So excited.
And it sounds like they got a bunch of snow too.
Oh, yeah.
From this, a few, however many weeks ago when we had the big snowstorm. So hopefully that'll be gone. So then I know your mom and I will be heading up there to start opening up the camper and getting ready for the season. And then, of course, Memorial Day, you and I have to get together to decide. We always have our annual holiday beer tasting competition.
Oh, shoot, I dropped the ball. I forgot I'm supposed to be picking.
So we'll have to talk here and so we can let people know what the categories are going to be. You also have to come up with something to add to the trophy.
I need to add 2 things.
Oh, yeah, you need to add 2 things. That's right. My goodness,
I'm way behind.
You're way
This is horrible.
behind. So, now that I'm stressing you out. So we'll be heading up north and doing some stuff up there. And we got a bunch of other stuff planned throughout the summer. And then, of course, you're still down in Missouri too, but you'll be up. Get some chances to come up here and camp and all that good stuff. So
can't wait. So excited.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. So, well, Cal, I guess we might as well crack into the last one.
We're doing a little bit of a pivot with this last one. It's still a canned cocktail, but this is a Cutwater Strawberry White Russian.
Ooh.
So we're getting a little creamy now. And our ABV, do you want to guess how much it bumps up by?
So I'm guessing White Russian is going to be, I'll say 9.
13% ABV.
Okay, well, you got your big girl pants on?
Oh, I'm shivering in my boots right now. Yes, this one says featuring our award-winning vodka and coffee cream liqueur. Enjoy a strawberry garnish over ice or straight from our can. So I wonder how much we're actually going to get the strawberry taste out of it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Because when I think coffee or White Russian, I don't normally think fruit.
Right. That's
milky.
Yeah, I was going to say that looks like milk.
Yeah, not even strawberry milk either. That just looks like regular milk.
Now, I don't know if I've really had many Cutwaters. Now, I know at Callahan they have just the White Russian.
Yes, I've had quite a few of their White Russians. Every once in a while, I'll pour one over ice at the house, or if we're up at the lake, and I opt for a White Russian rather than a Siberian Husky, as Shirley calls it. I think I've had one of these quite a while ago.
So, and this was the strawberry White Russian?
Sure.
Okay.
They also, I know
Yeah.
they have a peppermint White Russian as well.
And I know they've got a bunch of different other types of
They have a lot of other types of drinks. I hate to say it, but it smells like medicine.
A little bit.
Like it smells medicinal. Unfortunately. It doesn't taste like medicine.
No.
In my opinion. I think it's a pretty good.
Do you taste the strawberry?
I faintly do. But what I don't really taste is the coffee.
No.
For a White Russian, this doesn't really have a lot of coffee to taste.
You know, it's kind of funny because I don't know, because like I said, you know, with my still having the cold here, it's hard to pick up things, but I can tell there's alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't really taste what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I will say I've had like their regular White Russians or their peppermint White Russians, and those have been kind of like a brown tone. Like you can see, it looks like there's coffee liqueur in it. This one is bright white.
Yeah.
And it says there's coffee liqueur, but I don't taste it. I do taste the strawberry, and I can taste there's alcohol in it for sure. But I don't really pick up any coffee at all.
No.
Which isn't a knock, because especially, I know you're not the biggest coffee guy unless it's in
only in a stout.
A stout. And I like coffee, but I just don't taste it in this. And I don't mind that. For what it is, it says it's strawberry flavored. And it's strawberry flavored, in my opinion. So I give them that. But...
Yeah. Yep. And like I said, you know, we put this in this group because of the strawberry.
Yes.
You know, we were trying to find what else we had that
it really has no other
connection. Has a berry, some kind of berry in it, and that was there. So we're like, okay, well, let's try it. It is hard to compare this with those other ones because it's really two different monsters, so to speak. Score wise, I give them credit. I mean, you said 13%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad for 13%.
This one would sneak up on me. I can feel my cheeks getting hot just from the little sip I took.
I was gonna say I wouldn't drink more than one.
Yeah.
I feel like you know what I mean. An average person, you're gonna have one, and you're gonna probably be feeling it. For myself, I don't think I drink more than one. I think it would get to be a little sensory overload.
Yes.
A little bit for me. It's good though. I mean, and like I said, they've been around for a while. They do have a lot of and all of their stuff, as far as I know, is all based on like this, like on drinks.
Yes.
Because I think I've seen where they have like lemon drop and
they have lemon drop martinis. They have Mai Tais.
Yeah, Mai Tai.
They have margaritas.
Yep.
They have a lot of variety in their drinks. I do give them a lot of credit because there's not a lot of people for canned cocktails who are coming out being 13%,
right,
12% and higher. Like they do go after that, and they must be doing pretty well with how many variations they have of all their stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So score wise, what are you thinking?
This one's kind of hard for me because I like it, but with how high ABV it is, I can't drink a whole lot of it. I might put this right at a 2.5, just kind of right in the middle. It's pretty average. It's good. But like I said earlier, it's not a White Russian, in my opinion, just with it doesn't have that coffee taste.
Yep.
And you can taste the strawberry. I love strawberry. I love like strawberry ice cream, anything that's like a creamy strawberry, creamy fruity, tastes like a pig squirrel. Oh, I love a pig squirrel. But this was just pretty average for me. Like I would drink it, but it's not something I'm going to seek out.
Sure. I agree on the score. I'm going to go 2.5 as well. This isn't one I would say if the market for the other ones that we've tasted today, anybody could do them. I mean, those 4 to 5. I mean, the one was 7, but that's still kind of on that, you know, where people might start to get 13. If you don't like hard drinks, you know, hard alcohol, things like that, I may not recommend that to somebody because it's going to be pretty.
I think everyone could try it. I don't think everyone should.
Right. Or they'll take a sip and then be like, yep, I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think there's definitely a place in the market for it.
Yeah, and if you're one of those people who you want your cute little drink glass that you can just have one drink a night with your dinner while you're sitting talking with someone, then maybe this would be it for you. If you only want to have one drink and you're at home, you're just relaxing, maybe a Cutwater would be good for you. But if you're in college, pre-gaming to go to the bar, do not drink this.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Or I've learned at the camper, not myself personally, but I've heard if you don't drink like 2 of them and then decide you're gonna whatever because you get sleepy, I guess.
Oh yeah, I think that might have affected some of us. Might make you bow out a little early.
Yeah, you decide
and then wake up when everyone else is asleep. But you can recover from that.
Or so you heard.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
It's the little birdie told me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Exactly. Well, cool. I guess, what did you think of this class? And What, is there ones that stood out, or do you think they're just kind of very similar?
I think they were all very different, I think. Not just because one of them was White Russian, but like the lemonades, they were very different from just the Mojito. They all had their own taste going on. Like you said, I wouldn't recommend the White Russian to everyone. I think I would tell someone like, oh, if I had one and I had it open, I'd be like, you want a sip of this just to try it?
Right.
I don't think I would be like, yeah, you need to go drink 5 of them right now. The other ones, all of those, I could probably recommend. I wasn't a huge fan of the Clawtail. That one wasn't really my fave at all.
Right.
In terms of what I would recommend to people, I would still recommend Fresca Mixed. That one surprised me. It wasn't over the top. It was pretty sweet, but it wasn't heartburn in a glass, in my opinion.
Right.
I'd also recommend the Nutral lemonades. There's 2 other flavors in the variety pack. The strawberry one, it just tasted like lemonade, but I could drink that on a hot day. That'd be very refreshing. I did really like it. And even to the right person, I would recommend that strawberry White Russian. Like if you have someone that you just like to try different drinks with, if you can buy one of these or one of the flavors of Cutwaters and split it with them and try it, that would probably be the best for this type of a drink for me.
Yeah.
I had some friends when I was in college, roommates, that's what we would do. We really liked White Russians. So we would get the Cutwater White Russian and we would all split one in small glasses and drink it. Or when the peppermint one came out, we would make hot chocolate with it.
So it's really kind of similar to what we do with like a lot of the barrel aged beers.
Yes.
You get one bottle and then you split it amongst friends. And, because most of those too are when you get those higher ABVs, you're not drinking a whole bottle of it.
No, especially when they're in the big bomber bottles.
Yeah. I mean, you get it, you're drinking a taster glass, if that much, typically.
Yes.
And kind of go from there. So, yeah, I agree with you on that. Like I said, a lot of them were, not similar in flavor, but I think they're all kind of, a number of them were in that kind of a relative, fairly close to each other.
It was like same thing, different fun.
Yeah, I did like the mixed berry. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was Fresca, right?
Yep.
And again, that strawberry lemonade, I was expecting more strawberry. That was the only downfall. And the strawberry White Russian, I think is a total different class. So it's hard to really compare them, because they're it's over twice the ABV is, even almost twice of that, the one that was 7%, So, yeah, I think, again, canned cocktails, you can definitely, the vast majority of them anybody could drink, and I think they'd enjoy them. So, well, cool. So you survived another episode?
Oh, just barely after that. White Russian.
Oh, yeah.
Having flashbacks.
Well, cool.
Or a little birdie is having flashbacks.
There you go. Well, cool. Well, thanks for, again, agreeing that you would do another one with me here.
Of course.
And I guess, like we've always said before, go out and look up some of these things. If you see something you've never heard of, if you can get 4-pack, or even especially if you can get just individuals, cans and such, try them. Why not? Because there's flavors out there that everybody's going to like. Everybody's palate is different. So I guarantee there's flavors out there that every single person, somebody's going to like it. So, So anyway, Cal, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You bet. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. And like we always say, we hope your campfire's always warm.
And your beers are always cold.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untappd, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.